They are a crime-fighting duo based out of the Curious Comedy Theater in Portland. Put your hands together right now for the Nancy Boys!
Hey everybody, I'm Frank.
And I'm Joe.
And we're the Nancy Boys. And we're going to solve a mystery for you tonight.
That's right.
So we need some help from you first. So first, what is an object that is smaller than this?
Microwave.
A microwave. Sure, they have those.
Sounds great. All right. And I need something that sounds mysterious to you.
Human soul.
The human soul sounds mysterious to you. All right. All right, I like that.
All right. This is the case at the church basement. Downstage, we have a small kitchen sink. Next to it is a hot plate with 2 burners.
We have a table and chairs here. The table has a tablecloth on it that is red gingham.
Yes, and just left of the sink and the hot plate is a long buffet table with oh so many salads.
On the back wall, there's a sign that says, Jesus is watching.
Wow. Would you get a load of all these salads?
Oh boy, I sure do love myself a buffet of salads.
Uh-huh.
There's Jello salad, there's fruit salad, there's...
Jello fruit salad?
You know, it looked better until you said it was that.
You should try it sometime. It's a delicacy in the Midwest.
Oh, it sure is, boys.
Oh.
Well, thanks y'all for coming in.
Oh, well...
I appreciate it.
Hello, Sister Gladys. It sure is good to see you. Thanks for calling us down to the church to help out with the buffet and bake sale.
Yes, well, you know, the Sisters of Perpetual Sadness are always in need. We're always in need of help from young strapping boys like yourself.
Oh, well, gee, thanks, sister. So, we have a feeling that it's not just salads and cookies that you brought us here for, though.
No, and I'm sorry to spin this on you so quick. I know you boys really like to chow down on some salads.
If you don't mind, we'll eat while you give us the details.
Yeah, if you would allow me to toss this salad. I do enjoy tossing a good salad.
You sure do. He's real good at it.
That's what I've heard. Now you just go ahead and grab those tongs and just go to town.
Wow, he is going to town.
He sure is.
Now, you were saying?
Well, you see, Father Smith has gone ill lately, and we think it might be foul play. Foul play, yes, that's what I said, foul play. Now, I don't like to suspect our other sisters of any wrongdoing, so I won't do so.
Well, it sounds like you just did.
Oh, no. A woman of the Lord would never do such things.
All right, Joe, enough with the tongs.
Oh, sorry, I really like to get on in there.
Now, you were saying? Listen up.
Well, you see, Sister Clarence is awfully pushy about becoming a new priestess, as it were.
A priestess?
It's not traditional at all for a sister to become a priest.
You said, Sister
Clarence?
Sister Clarence, of the Sisters of Mercy?
No, this is Sisters of Perpetual Sadness.
Oh, so Sister Clarence is a sister here.
Yes.
See.
The Sisters of Mercy are, well, they're lovely women, really. I doubt any of them would do such a thing as poison the Father.
You think someone would go so far as to poison the Father just to get ahead in the priesthood? Or priestesshood?
Yes, this is where it all gets so confusing.
Oh.
Now, she's not the only one that is jockeying for the position, of course.
Okay. Who else is jockeying for the position of priest?
Well, there's a man, Mr. McGoogle.
Mr. McGoogle.
He owns a Bible shop down the street on Main Street. I
Oh,
believe
sure.
you boys have both been there.
Of course, Main Street Bibles. We know it well.
Yeah. You boys are both God-fearing boys, and
We sure are. We know the human soul is not to be taken lightly.
Yes. Well, and he's been wanting the position for oh so long.
I see. With such a lucrative business as a Bible shop, everyone's...
It's been hard times.
That's true.
You know, once everybody has a Bible, there's not really a need for more Bibles until your Bible wears out, and Bibles are so well made.
That's true. I didn't think of it that way.
Yes.
Now,
Good old U.S. American-made Bibles.
Now, listen, sister. Other than the owner of the Bible shop and Sister Clarence, is there anyone else you could think of that might want to hurt the Father?
Oh, no, not anybody around here. I mean, there's the janitor, but he wouldn't do a thing. He's the only one else that would have access to his quarters.
Okay, well, we better check out the janitor, and could we take a look at the Father's quarters?
Oh, well, I don't know why that surprised me so much that you would want to see his quarters, but, well, sure, I could allow you to do that. Now, let me just find that key here.
Wow, so many keys.
Well, I am a very important woman.
And do you have any eyes on being a priestess yourself?
No, that's unheard of. I would never do such a thing. A woman knows her place in the priesthood.
I see. Well, thanks. We should probably get going and take a look at the...
It's this key here.
Okay, and it's just up these stairs?
Yes, it seems like you know well where the Father's quarters are.
Well, we've been called there before.
Yes, every boy of a certain age has been called there at one point.
We better go take a look right now.
Let's go check it out.
All right, I'm taking a handful of Jello salad to go. Let's go.
Oh, Frank.
The boys race up the stairs and find themselves at the Father's quarters. One of those limes did not go down right.
All right. Oh, it's rather small.
Sure is.
It's smaller than I remember. I was such a little tyke.
Everything looks bigger when you're little.
Yeah. And I don't remember this area over here.
This must be where they do the baptisms.
Yes, a dunking tank of sorts.
They just dunk the evil right out of you.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to set down these keys on the desk here.
Well, why don't you go in? It is drained.
That's true. I'll take a look.
Just then, there was a knock at the door. Oh, well, I guess I'll get it. Okay.
Oh, didn't think I'd see anybody here.
Oh,
Don't mind me, just my time to clean up.
You must be the janitor.
What was your first clue? The mop? You must be a detective.
Actually, we are. Two amateur detectives. Our father, Drew Nancy, is world-renowned.
Oh, yes, Frank and Joe, the Nancy boys.
Yeah, we're known all across the Gateport.
You sure are. Now,
Your name, sir,
oh,
I didn't quite get.
Oh, I didn't quite give it. Wesley.
Wesley.
Wesley Jones.
Wesley Jones. All right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Nancy boy. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna do my cleaning up in here. There was a spill in the baptism bath. You're gonna need to get out of there, young man. I gotta clean it up.
Come up, Frank. Come on.
Gee, sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah. You boys better get out of here on account it's gonna get real stinky in here. Because of all the bleach.
Oh, that is strong. You know what, Joe? We should probably listen to Mr. Jones, was it?
Why, I didn't rightly give you my last name.
I could have sworn you did.
You can just call me Wesley.
Oh, thank you. I'm not used to speaking to adults by their first name. I usually refer to them as Mr. or Mrs. or, you know what, I'm rambling. Joe, let's go.
Okay, see you later, Wesley. He sure was strange.
He sure was. And you know what? I noticed as I was walking around that baptismal bath, one of the parts of the floorboard sounded a little different.
Are you saying that one of the parts of the floorboard might be able to come up?
Yeah, like it was hollow underneath. So I say we bide our time and, well, we might have to do some more investigating, but I say we come back and wait till he's gone and see what's under there.
And I noticed right next to the father's bedside on his table, there was a small glass. And it looked like it had several different water rings on it, like it had been drunk out of every night, repeatedly, for several days. Somebody's drinking glass next to their bed.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, it is normal to drink a glass of water at bedtime.
It is. But that would be the perfect way to poison someone.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't even see it coming. What, with being tired and all?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to put these keys in your backpack. I say we head down to the Bible shop and speak to the proprietor.
Oh boy. Well, you know the Bible shop more than I do. You're much more of a learned Christian than myself. I'm just hoping to get where you are someday.
Well, someday. Let's go.
All right. Yes. I wanted to let you go by yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, where are you going to go?
I think it might rightly be good for us to split up.
All right. I'll head to the Bible shop, and you head to...
Sister Clarence's.
Great idea.
Yeah. I did see that there were some houses out back for the nuns.
Oh, nun houses. Of course.
Yeah.
Well, you go to the nun houses, and I'll go to the Bible shop.
All right. And we'll meet back up in the front of the church.
Sounds good.
All right.
Presently, we find Frank Nancy at the entrance of the Bible shop. Bling, 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 bling. Oh.
Oh, hey there.
Oh. Hello, sir. Gee, you sure have a lot of swell Bibles here.
Oh, I sure do.
What's this new international version? That sounds fancy.
It sure is. It's a nice update on an old classic.
Well, I didn't know you could update the Lord's Word, but...
If you're divinely told to do so, you can do anything. Now, may I interest you in a King James Bible?
Oh, well, I already have one of those. Now, I have been reading it a lot, especially Leviticus. There's a lot of really exciting stuff in there.
Sure is. Now, what really brings you in, young son?
Well, you see, sir, there's been something afoot at the church. It seems as though the priest may be sick. And it's not any kind of normal sick, that someone thinks that maybe there's foul play.
Oh, golly, that sounds awful. Who would do that?
Well, there's some suspects. And I hate to ask a man of God such as yourself, who runs such a fine Bible shop with now 2 different varieties of Bibles. But I need to ask you where you've been these past several nights when the shop closes at 6 p.m.
Oh, well, when the shop closes at 6 p.m., I take myself down the street, go to the soda fountain, grab myself a nice ice-cold soda on account of I don't drink.
Well,
And
of
I
course.
pull out my Bible, and I lay it down there, and I read. I turn a page, and I turn a page, and I turn a page, until I get awful sleepy. And then I close up that Bible, eat myself a nice, fine, juicy burger, and I go home. And I go to bed after I pray.
Oh, well, that sounds like a fine way to spend the evening. Now, the soda fountain, is that the one at the Market Drugstore?
Oh, yeah. Drendel's, a market drugstore, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you just go in there and have yourself a soda and a burger and read the Bible, and that's it?
Yeah. Well, a nice cream soda.
Oh.
I don't like anything too dark.
You like it creamy?
I sure do.
Okay. That sure is nice. You know what? I might come back for one of these NIVs. That sounds really exciting and new.
Yeah, you should try it sometime.
Maybe I will. You know what? I'll take this one right now.
You know what? Don't even worry about paying for it, son. Just remember, I gave it to you for free. On account of, I'm such a good guy.
I'll sure remember that. Thanks, sir.
You take care.
Bling, 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 bling. Meanwhile, we meet Joe at the nun houses. Someone at my chambers.
Please answer it, sister.
I will, sister. Give me good time.
Would you answer it, please?
Sister, I'm trying.
I'll mind my own
Sister.
business over here. I'm so sorry.
Patience is a virtue that I currently still have. Yes, my good lad?
Oh, yes. My name's Joe. Joe Nancy.
Oh, yes. Do come in, young man. How may I be of... Please come all the way in. It's bitter cold outside.
Oh, so cold.
How may I be of service?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about the priest.
Oh, yes. The father has been quite ill lately. It's very, very sad.
And how do you feel about that?
Oh, I pray nearly every night about it.
Well, I have heard many things about them being the church offering up priesthood to women these days.
It is a dream of mine. For even though the good book does say that women should remain silent in the church, I cannot quiet my heart when it comes to loving the Lord. And if loving the Lord is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. And I hear tell there are new versions of the Bible, new inspired versions of the Bible that leave part of those passages out. And I had planned to incorporate those when if someday I should become a priest.
Well, I appreciate your honesty with me, and I wouldn't mind if I could have a cup of tea. It's so cold outside, and well, I only wore my spring jacket. I didn't realize it'd be so cold this time of year.
That was silly. You think you'd be more prepared than that.
My Nancy boy's always prepared, but I dressed a little light today.
Allow me to warm up the tea water for you.
Yes. Oh, and I appreciate a couple lumps of sugar if you don't happen to have them. I know you nuns don't often have sugar in your nun houses.
Many times the sisters are not allowed to enjoy the pleasures of this earth, but sugar is one we are partaking in right now. As the nun prepares his tea, Joe begins to look around the nun's house.
Oh.
We hear his inner monologue as he looks around.
This floorboard here seems awful creaky. There might be a secret tunnel that goes from underneath here into the church. That could connect the sister.
Young man?
Yes?
2 lumps, you said?
Oh, 2 lumps. Yes.
Very well.
How many lumps you got?
I have as many lumps as you need.
I can see that. I know this is an awfully strange request, but I happen to partake in a little bit of milk in my tea as well.
Oh.
And I know that happens to be all the way back at the church cafeteria.
Oh, well, yes, we could go there now, if you like.
Oh, I'm so cold, and I've only got my spring jacket on.
Just tell me what you want. Patience is a virtue that I currently have.
Would you mind going and grabbing me some milk?
Not at all. I will be back shortly. It's a pleasure to serve.
What an oddly placed second door. All right. Now, I felt this board was awful creaky. It must be able to be pried up pretty good. Oh. This is a job for a screwdriver.
We cut to a split scene where Frank Nancy has decided to take it upon himself to go back into the priest's quarters and investigate the baptismal tub. Huh. Guess the only way to go in is down.
All right. Well, I've fit myself into smaller holes before. And Nancy Boys always knows how to fit himself in. Here I go. Oh, wow, it's awful dark down here. Good thing I came prepared with this flashlight. Hey!
Also has a flashlight.
Well, I'll be darned. That looks like a Nancy Boy if I ever saw one.
Joe!
Frank!
The boys shine their flashlights closer to each other and then down and see a glimmer of light reflecting back. Look at this. It's some kind of little box. Good thing I got my lockpicking kit. And oh, these look like love notes.
Oh, gee.
From none other than the proprietor of the Bible shop to Sister Clarence.
Good golly! That must be why he's pushing those newfangled Bibles.
That must be. You know, there's some passages in those newfangled Bibles, I read one, about women actually being able to speak in the church.
That's what I heard her talking about.
Let's take a look at some of these. Look here. This one says, once the Father is out of the way, we can be together and you can lead the church.
And look, inside here, underneath these. Oh, if that doesn't look like rat poison, I don't know what rat poison looks like. And I've seen some rat poison before.
It sure does.
This clearly connects the nun and the Bible shop owner
to the father's illness. We got to get this to the police.
We got to do it fast.
And you know what? I think we got this crime solved.
It looks like it's another case solved by the Nancy Boys.
Yeah!